the loser brother Paul, Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Jake
that guy.
Paul
Yep.
supposed to be
Yep.
boxing Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury could not come to the motherfucking States because I guess him and his brother are connected to an Irish mobster. That's a bummer. But
Imagine that.
now he's fighting. And for me, when I first saw the name,
BBC's got the best headline there. Bottom right.
Hasim Rahman Jr., I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
right there. Boom. Yep.
Hasim Rahman Jr.? Like, because Rahman knocked out his dad, knocked out Lennox Lewis, one of two people in history to ever beat Lennox Lewis the way he did. It was
Oh, I
brutal.
didn't know that.
Now, he did get starched after that, but he's a solid boxer. Rahman was good. He beat John Ruiz, like some decent people. You know what I'm
So you're
saying?
telling me he's going up against a boxer?
A boxer, 12-1, but the boxer, for one, he's a
12-1?
heavyweight. He's a heavyweight, which is crazy. 12-1, and he's a heavyweight, but he's also a sparring partner for Jake Paul.
Oh, and that's the kicker right there. That's the kicker.
If that
So you're
wasn't the case, I'd be like, "Damn, okay,
so
okay,
you're fighting
whoa."
a guy that's probably willing to be paid to take a hit. That's my first reaction.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a guy that Jake can pay for the publicity. You
Even
know
if
what
he
I'm
beats
saying?
him authentically, no one's gonna believe it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference.
I won't. I won't.
That's what I'm saying. I
Let's see
don't.
what the so Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury has been replaced by heavyweight Hasim Rahman. Rahman?
Yeah, Hasim Rahman. Well, they say Rockman, but
Rahman. No,
Rahman.
it's
But say Rahman.
Junior to fight Jake Paul in the United States next month. The Britain Fury was due to fight the YouTube star on the 6th of August in New York, but was denied entry to the United States. Do they go into detail? That's what I really want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
let's
again,
check out.
his dad was legit, man. I think his dad had more mental issues than anything. I remember he had a fight. He had a fucking hematoma on his head that was so big. I mean, it would look like a horn, like it was gonna pop out. I forgot who he fought. But in Lewis, it was one of the most brutal knockouts. Yeah, Barrington knows. I mean, just horrible. But to Lewis's credit, came back and fucked them up after the net when they fought again for rematch. Now, in this case, if it is legit and they really fight, and this isn't going to be a situation of it's fixed, and I just don't trust boxing as a whole. If
Right,
it's
right.
legit, this is a tough ass test for Jake Paul. This absolutely. It's a guy who not only is larger, he's bigger than him, which is rare. Because you got to think about it. He's been fighting against dudes who are notoriously smaller.
Yep,
Tyron Woodley and fucking Ben Askren are both 170 pounders. Yeah,
yep.
they fluff up to 180-ish,
Not
but they're
boxers
not as
either.
big, and they're not boxers. Then also Nate Robinson, that shouldn't even be a
Yeah.
conversation. Nate Robinson, I'm gonna leave out of the conversation. But, like, in general, you've got a dude who, like, I've been saying for a while, Jake Paul's got decent skill. He's got skill of a decent, like, a good amateur boxer.
Mhm,
Like, a point
mhm.
of, like, where you're like, "Okay, this kid, a couple more years, he's
Don't
got
underestimate
potential."
him.
Like, no question. He's got power, natural athleticism and power, and his boxing is getting a little better. You know what I'm saying? But against a real boxer, I don't think that's a conversation to be had. Tommy Fury fucking sucks. People just give him a name because he's his brother, you know,
So is
Tyson
this going to
Fury.
be a watchthltv.com/VPN?
100%. If you wanna be able to tune into this one, make sure you get yourself IP Vanish. You can go to watchcltv.com/VPN, save 65% on that motherfucker. Find you a good
What?
website and, don't support this shit.
No, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm already skeptical when it comes to most of these. I'm not saying they're all faked. I'm not saying, a lot of people thought Ben faked it, yada yada yada, was paid to
No
fake it.
way. He's like, yeah, he got knocked the fuck
He
out.
he's out. He was out. He's kind of
Same with
washing up.
Tyra. Tyra got knocked the fuck out.
Fuck out, man. Yeah. So yeah, a legitimate fighter, man. You can't underestimate though. Yeah, and that a lot of people are just say he can't box. That's a
He
fair
can
or that's
100%,
an
man.
unfair assessment. And
He can
that goes
dude,
for both.
I boxed for like, amateur boxing for 3 years. I'm a boxing fan, like, avid boxing fan. The kid's decent. He's not good,
Yeah,
but he's decent. He's a
decent.
better boxer than Deontay Wilder. I'll tell you that right fucking now. Deontay Wilder couldn't throw a punch if you fucking the face is right there. That boy's just and everybody thinks he's legit because his record. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, man. This is interesting, but I really think that this guy's gonna just be a give me fight. He's not it could be a decision. I don't think he's gonna get knocked out. I think he's gonna just wait and jab and
I
wait
think the real
and wait.
story is the connection to the mafia here. Like what?
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
Like
there's a bunch of UFC fighters who are connected. Fucking,
uh,
Petroyan. Bro, there's this crazy dictator dude too overseas. I can't remember what his fucking name is, but so
few
many
of them.
fighters have gone over to his house for parties and shit. Like,
Oh,
there's a lot of
really?
these dudes who are like evil type of motherfuckers who got their hands into all this, man. So it's like it's really interesting how that works in a sense that,
Due
like,
to links to the mob. Yeah, I grabbed one. Sports. I never heard of that, but
the
MMA
mafia
junkie.
never, like, left per se, they just changed.
I've heard of MMA junkie. Let me
Yeah,
see.
MMA Junkie's legit.
Um. So
Daniel
report: Tommy
Kinahan.
Fury didn't excuse me, denied entry to the United States over ties with wanted crime boss Daniel Kinahan. Won't be able to fight or won't be able to go on U.S. soil. So Fury, the half brother of boxing heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, was denied entry to the United States upon trying to fly out of Heathrow Airport in London on Tuesday. TMZ confirmed. Tommy Fury looked to travel to the United States for Wednesday. Yep, according to TMZ, the travel ban was due to Fury's family ties with alleged Irish crown boss Daniel Kinahan,
Kinahan.
who's wanted by the United States government for a series of alleged crimes, including cocaine, drug smuggling, among others. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of
Kinahan
the,
was found
MMA
of
fighters are connected
M
to him as well.
management and trying to yeah. I'm like, you know,
Oh, this is why, it's MTK Global, I didn't even realize that. So he's the
that's what
founder of the brand. So this is like this it's one of those things, it's like Epstein situation, like Chris Tucker on the
the
Epstein
ties.
plane. The ties come down to like, well, yeah, he's a part of the entertainment or the fashion world, so we were there. We weren't a part of little kids doing shit. In this case, he's a part of MMA and boxing in terms of promotions. So it would
There's
make sense for some of them to do it. Doesn't mean that are involved in all his inner
not
workings
all
and
of
shit.
them, but
Yeah,
that's how you tie it all together.
exactly.
You
Well,
know what I
that's how
mean? Like that's
you
how you
launder
launder
money and all that shit too, is you just take all your dirty shit, connect it to boxers, connect all these people, like, yeah, they're after this dude. It's crazy.
$5 million reward.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Whenever there's
just
money
ask
like that, I'm
TMZ.
always like, "What does he know about the government?"
Yeah.
Somebody fucking kills a
What does he
child and they're
know?
like, fucking $20,000 reward. Or a
Right?
terrorist, a mass shooting, they're like,
Yeah.
"Well, $100,000."
$10,000 reward.
What? And it's like,
Missing
this guy
cat,
from a different
$50,000
country,
reward.
$5,000,000, like,
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Crazy, hey? Crazy.